Darkness. The sound of sizzling and popping is heard. Fade in. Interior bathroom, morning. Smoke rises from a hot comb iron gliding down a streak of straightened hair. It reaches the end and strands of crispy hair wither to the floor. Patrice, a 29-year-old woman with acne scarring her rich, dark complexion, rests the iron among the hordes of cosmetics on the counter. Her thick, curly roots make the rest of her straightened hair stick out. She tries flattening her curls with a comb. It causes small white flakes to fall onto her uniform. The comb doesn't work. Patrice gives up and glares at the graveyard of hair shed on the floor. She scoops them up, creating a fist-sized hairball, and tosses it into the bin. Patrice returns to the mirror and pushes her hair back, trying to picture it shorter. Bam! The door swings open, startling Patrice. Filling the doorframe is Eunice, a 60-year-old woman, same complexion as Patrice, but with jerry-curled hair. Her body jiggles as she laughs and shuffles in with a towel over her shoulder. "You're very skittish, Patrice. You hiding something in here?" "Not hiding anything, Mom. Just thought you'd knock first." "Oh, knock at me on bathroom? 'Cause your birthday around the corner you are suddenly a big woman?" "Don't remind me, Mom," grimaces Patrice. "Huh, if you think 30 is old, wait till you get my age." Eunice squeezes between Patrice and the wall to get to the shower. She turns it on and joins her at the small counter. Eunice crosses Patrice over and over again, grabbing things from the shelf. It makes it hard for Patrice to draw her eyeliner on. Eunice notices the white specks on Patrice's uniform and violently pats them off. A long black mark from the eyeliner is left across Patrice's face. Eunice's eyes follow the trail of dust to Patrice's hair. She then sees her curly roots and frowns. "When you gonna do something about this, Pat? You not gonna style it?" She tugs Patrice's hair. Patrice flinches. Patrice slips out of Eunice's reach and grabs the tissue to wipe her face. "I don't know how I'm styling it yet." She pushes a headband on, hiding her roots. "Well, get a relaxer first and then find a style after." Patrice looks pensive. "I'm not sure I want to get a relaxer." "So what you going to do? Leave it nappy?" "Leave it natural." Eunice waves her hand dismissively. "You don't remember how much stress it was dealing with that hard hair? Buy a kit tonight and I'll relax it for you. That's my birthday gift to you." Patrice shudders at the thought. "Thanks, but I don't." She turns to face Eunice, who's about to moon her. Patrice spins back around. "Mom!" "What? I ain't got nothing to hide," Eunice cackles. Patrice rushes out of the bathroom. Interior, hotel foyer, day. It's a prestigious hotel, the best on the island. At the front desk, Patrice attends to guests. She discreetly pats her head to ease some obvious discomfort. The patting gradually intensifies, becoming more apparent. More flakes fall onto her uniform. The guests are perturbed. One of the other desk clerks, Lisa, 35, a confident, stylish woman, clears her throat, hoping Patrice would notice. Patrice doesn't, but the manager does. Miss Beckles, a fair woman with an exaggerated, polite persona, quickly takes over. Our sincere apologies, Mr. and Mrs. Jones. Patrice is mortified, watching her dust off the papers. Miss Beckles summons Lisa. Lisa, be a dare and give these lovely guests a complimentary dinner. Patrice, a word? Patrice sheepishly follows her into the back. Patrice piously enters behind Miss Beckles. Her headband is crooked and revealing the double textures of her hair. I'm so sorry, Miss Beckles. This is the second time this week, Patrice. These things reflect poorly on the hotel. I know, I promise I'll fix it. Miss Beckles glares at Patrice's hair. Just take care of it quickly. I'd hate to let you go over something frivolous. Miss Beckles exits. Patrice rushes to her locker, grabs a mirror and examines herself. She adjusts her headband and is dusting herself off when Lisa walks in. I tried to warn you. Lisa goes to her locker and gives Patrice a lint remover. Just one more embarrassing thing to keep me up at night. Lisa chuckles, grabs a small mirror and makeup bag for herself. They sit at the table. You should be thinking of other things tonight. Any plans to spruce up for your B-day? Jerome planned a dinner, but I don't feel like celebrating being 30 and still living at home, working the same job, and dating a man that won't put a ring on it. It's not ideal, but it's not terrible. Then why does it feel like it? Everything's a blur after 21. Oh my God, did I waste the best years of my life? Patrice dramatically drops her head onto the table. You young'uns are so dramatic. First of all, your 20s are definitely not the best years of your life. Trust me, stop waiting for things to happen to you and make them happen yourself. Pick something, anything, and just do it. Well, there is something, but Mom doesn't want me to. Lisa groans, looking up to the heavens. How long are you going to use her as an excuse? I don't want to have this same conversation at your 50th birthday. Lisa continues retouching her makeup. Patrice pensively looks at her reflection on the other side of Lisa's mirror. I guess you're right. I'm also right when I say you should dress up tomorrow. Interior supermarket day. The shelves of relaxer kits look endless. Patrice stares apprehensively at all the boxes with happy, beautiful women with straightened hair. Finally, she reaches for a box, and the closer her fingertips get, the louder the sound of sizzling can be heard. She touches it. Flashback. Interior kitchen day. A young Patrice, about 7 years old, frantically waves her hand in agony. Eunice rolls her eyes. It barely touched you, Patrice. Just cover your ears. Young Patrice places her hand over her ears, and Eunice pulls the red, glowing comb off the burning stovetop. She rakes Patrice's puffy hair straight. It nips Patrice's hand again, and she shrieks. Flash. A teenage version of Patrice replaces young Patrice. She's still wincing from the pain, This time, the source being the white cream smothered all over her hair. Eunice peeks over her magazine and checks Patrice. Couple more minutes and I'll wash it out. But Mom, it's burning now. Patrice reaches to touch her hair and Eunice smacks her hand. Back to scene. Patrice recoils from the box of relaxers. She rubs her scalp as if the pain were still there. Her phone vibrates. It's a text from Mom, which reads, "Home in an hour." Patrice releases a burdened sigh. She reaches for the box again, but then stops to watch the glorious, bouncing afro that just entered the aisle. She ogles at the beautiful woman confidently strutting past her. The woman stops, grabs an item from another section of the aisle and leaves. Patrice snaps out of her trance and tentatively approaches where the woman was. She examines the products. They also have happy, beautiful women, but these are brown women with different hair textures. Patrice envisions herself as one of the women on the bottles. She takes up a bottle and smiles. Interior bathroom day. Mists of water shoot through the air and sassy feel-good music blasts. Patrice sprays water in her hair, making where her straightened hair ends and the curls begin more prominent. She lifts the scissors to a patch of hair and pauses, looking at herself in the mirror. She cuts. The first lock of hair falls to the floor. The sound of the scissors snipping continues and the ground fills with clumps of hair. Moments later, the hair stops falling. A proud smile trickles across Patrice's face. Bam! A door slams. Patrice's eyes widen. Interior living room day. Eunice stands at the door, relaxer kit and bags in hand. "Pat, I'm home." She drops him on the couch and walks towards the hall. Eunice swings open the bathroom door and it's empty. She follows the wet floor down the hallway and opens Patrice's bedroom door. Empty. Eunice scratches her head confused. Exterior, street, night. The street lamps create a silhouette of Patrice as she struts down the sidewalk. Her phone buzzes constantly. She looks at it. 3 missed calls from Mom. She rejects the 4th. Exterior, Jerome's apartment, night. Patrice knocks on the door and waits. There's no response. "Jerome?" She knocks again, then turns the knob. It's unlocked. Patrice steps inside and flips on the light. Surprise! People spring out from different hiding spaces. There's a united gasp. The loudest comes from the guy in the front, Jerome, 29, a laid-back, underdressed man. Everyone gawks at Patrice and her over-gelled, unevenly cut, short afro. The lull continues too long, and Lisa breaks the silence. "Wow, Patrice! Look at you!" She hugs and turns Patrice around so she can give the group a hostile look. Music cuts in, and people jump into action, awkwardly hugging and greeting Patrice. Jerome slips away. Patrice excuses herself from the guests and looks for Jerome. She finds him at the snack table, refilling a full bowl of chips. She strikes a pose. "Hey, hot stuff." Jerome begrudgingly faces her. "Oh, happy birthday! Can't believe you did all of this." "Lisa did most of it." "Oh, guess it's the thought that counts." So? She gestures to her hair. Jerome struggles with what to say. Why don't I grab your present? He scampers off, leaving Patrice puzzled. She scans the room and realizes everyone is avoiding eye contact. Something's off. Jerome's bedroom. Jerome nervously removes a small jewelry box from his cargo pants and looks at the engagement ring inside. Patrice joins Lisa at the drinks table. Why is everyone acting strange? She follows Lisa's eyes to her hair. My hair? It's a bit Britney Spears 2007. Patrice folds her arms. Don't say that. It was you who told me to be adventurous. Going natural is my adventure. Plus, I think it's cute. Oh, sweetie, couldn't you have, I don't know, book a trip or pair something instead? But I've wanted to do this for a while now. I hate relaxers. Lisa rubs Patrice's shoulder sympathetically. I heard texturizers don't burn as much. I thought I'd at least have your support on this. Patrice turns away and bumps into Jerome. The small jewelry box falls on the floor. Oh my God, Jerome! I can't believe this is actually happening. The music is lowered and everyone gathers excitedly. Patrice continues gushing. Jerome quickly kneels, picks it up, and stands again. Patrice finds it odd when he simply places the box in her hand. She opens the box and her excitement falls flat. Patrice lifts out a worn silver chain. The guests are confused and a few people applaud slowly and offbeat. It's Claire Jerome had forgotten. I loved it so much and I thought you would too. You thought I'd like your old chain gifted in a ring box? It's the thought that counts, right? Jerome responds. Patrice puts the chain back in the box and pauses. No. You know what? That's just a lie I say when I'm too polite to tell people that I'm disappointed. Jerome, do you ever plan on proposing? Jerome isn't sure how to respond. The guests cringe at how things are unfolding. People said I should, and I was gonna propose, but then I saw you, and everything feels rushed. Rushed? Everything feels rushed after 12 years together? Can we do this later? Jerome pleads. Jerome, I don't even want there to be a later. Patrice gives him the box, and he holds her arm, trying to stop her. She gives him a hostile look. Jerome lets go. Patrice grabs a bottle of alcohol on the way out. Interior, living room, night. Patrice slams the door and takes a swig from the half-empty bottle. Eunice turns the corner, sees her, and gasps. Lord have mercy, look at my child. Patrice, what did you do? I did what I want because I'm an adult and I don't care what you think. Excuse me? You might be an adult, but as long as you live under my roof, as long as I live under your roof, what? You get to control everything? If that's the case, maybe I shouldn't live here anymore. That catches Eunice by surprise. After everything I do for you, this is how you treat me? Oh, cue the guilt trip. Eunice clears her throat, but her voice still cracks a little when she speaks. Well, if you feel you've got everything figured out, go along then. Eunice storms out of the room and Patrice staggers into the hallway. Interior, Patrice's bedroom, night. Patrice flops onto her bed. She clumsily navigates her phone, clicks on a bank app, and checks her balance. There's $400 left in her account. She searches for apartments and houses online. There's nothing listed. Less than $900. Patrice groans, tosses her phone, and cradles the bottle. Interior kitchen day. Patrice walks in to find Eunice frying bacon. She grabs painkillers from the cabinet. Eunice eyes Patrice's hair but doesn't utter a word. Silent treatment on both sides. Patrice chugs her pills and leaves. Interior, hotel foyer, morning. Patrice is walking towards the front desk when Miss Beckles intercepts. She gawks at Patrice's hair. "Patrice, I'm sorry, but I can't let you behind the desk like that." "Like how?" "While this particular style is festive, it doesn't fit the aesthetic of our hotel." Patrice glances at the other girls behind the counter. They all have straightened hair and are practically clones. "Because my hair is natural?" "Because it breaks uniform protocol." "I don't remember reading that in the handbook." Miss Beckles turns red in the face. "Patrice, take a personal day. See if you can realign yourself with our vision." Patrice watches in disbelief as Miss Beckles walks away. On her way out, Patrice runs into Lisa. "Wait, Patrice, are you all right?" "Never better." "I feel awful about how things went last night." "Don't. I should have left everything the way it was." Patrice walks out of the hotel. Interior, supermarket, day. Patrice has returned to the boxes of relaxers. She slides her fingers into her afro and caresses her hair. Patrice sighs. "Rough start?" Patrice turns to see the woman with the big, beautiful afro watching her. "Unbelievably hard. I figured it might be easier to just go back. I remember how tough it was when I started out. Definitely wouldn't have gotten this far without the community." "The community?" "Woman, the natural hair community." "Wow. You're doing this on your own?" The woman rummages around her purse, scribbles on a piece of paper, and gives it to Patrice. "This is a group I follow. I hope it helps. By the way, I think your hair is cute." The woman gives Patrice a reassuring smile and leaves her to think. Interior, Eunice's bedroom, evening. Eunice watches a soap opera on television while ironing clothes. She hears the front door shut and lowers the volume. Shortly after, Patrice appears in the doorway. Eunice ignores her. Patrice lingers. "I broke up with Jerome." Eunice's eyes widen and she almost looks around but catches herself. "Mom, I didn't mean what I said." Eunice stops ironing. "No, I did mean it, but I could have said it differently. Sometimes I feel like you don't take me seriously and I get frustrated." Patrice walks in and sits beside her. "You have to give me room to grow. I still need you sometimes, but I've got to start figuring out things on my own." "Okay, so when you think you're moving out?" "Actually, I may need to stay here a little longer, Mom, while I go job hunting, okay? If you don't mind." I'll have to think about it." Patrice's eyes widen in shock. Eunice cackles. "I only teasing, of course you can." Patrice breathes a sigh of relief and hugs her. Could you help trim my hair? Lord have mercy. Bring the scissors. Patrice smiles and pulls the scissors from out of the drawer. The women share a warm, tender moment while cutting Patrice's hair. Fade out.
New Growth was written and produced by Reyda Gay and read by Glenda Gay, with music by Mattia Capelli. Make sure to subscribe and follow us wherever you get your podcasts. We're also on YouTube, and you can visit us at thescriptdepartment.net.